Hi, I'm Ezzam Rahman. I am a multidisciplinary artist and I am also a performance artist. And this is Perception3.
Hi, I'm Si Yun, and I'm one half of Perception3, and this is...
I'm Regina Di Rosario, and I'm the other co-founder of Perception3.
How do we get to know? Actually, I got to know you when I was studying in NAFA and I was doing my bachelor's back in 2009. And that's how I met Regina, and Regina was doing her master's at that time. We graduated the same year in 2010.
Yes, yeah.
And then I was introduced to Shein.
Yeah. I was doing my master's at NAFA, and we shared a studio space. So I think we had like a good 1 year sort of together. And I remember just having like really long conversations with you about your practice, as well as, it was an exchange that we had, and that grew into a friendship.
And that's how, we got to know each other. And then I didn't know that Regina was part of a collective. Like Perception3, and then I
think we were that prolific at the time. I think we were creating videos, but we were creating videos, I think, in a way that was more responding to curatorial needs. Like curators would approach us for that, and I think that's what you did. But I think before you actually approached us for work, I think we were invited to be part of sort of an experimental film festival at Substation, which was curated by Vitric. Yes.
I introduced Vitric to you guys.
Yes. Yeah. So it kind of, because of that opportunity, we actually created work for that, and that was SCALA. That was the video,
work that I collected.
The video,
and the title of the work is called SCALA. I fell in love with that work immediately when I saw it. And the first time that we saw each other's works, the video works, was for that experimental film forum at Substation. And it was the first time that I saw Perception3's work collective. Perception3. It was the first time that I saw Perception3's work for the first time as a duo. How I got to experience SCALA was in that festival. And then the following year in 2013, I was invited to curate a show in Sweden, in Stockholm, for Stockholm Pride. And the theme of the exhibition was to bring queer works from Singapore. And I wanted different representation of queer works, from video to sculpture to paintings and drawings. The very first thing that came into my mind was their works. So I approached both Regina and Shein, and they agreed.
Although I had a question as to what exactly made it queer, or how was it going to be situated within a queer exhibition, because that was not how the work was made. And I think it lent a very interesting perspective. Because I can't remember exactly how you explained it to us, but that was one of the questions that, or at least we were curious about, if that's correct, right? That's what I remember asking you.
Why?
Yeah, why? It's essentially a video about escalators, escalators which don't exist anymore. But
that's very interesting actually. Like the escalators don't exist anymore. Where are those locations?
You can't experience, maybe not all, but most of them you can't experience it the way that you watched it in the video.
I think the only thing that is considered queer was just the platform that you chose to show it in, and that's it.
So we discussed what format, and I said it's going to be played on a DVD player, and that's the space that was given. It was very, very small. And they gave me a DVD
exhibition copy in the DVD form.
And I said, this is going to be mine. With
That was not what you said at the time. I mean, this is all he said, she said. Huh? So I think at that time, after the exhibition was over, so it was over in Stockholm, and then you brought it back to show it at Substation. So it was a second iteration of the exhibition, and so you hung on to the DVD, and then I think after Substation, you said, "Oh, can I hold on to it because there might be another iteration where I might show it again."
Yep.
So I mean, I remember you asking me, and then I think back then we didn't really have a means of tracking where our works were. I think we weren't that sensitive to tracking our digital files and all that. So I just said, yeah, you can hold on to it.
No, but I clearly said to them I mean, like, I don't know whether you choose to forget or you don't want to agree. I said, this is going to be mine. But I did ask, how much is it? Or like, can I have?
I don't recall that, but
I remember it was outside of Substation. But we were having that pizza party during the opening.
Okay, I don't recall a pizza party.
Hello.
Okay.
At that time, we weren't like selling the video works at that time.
Yeah, I guess maybe to clarify, because we've had other people sort of ask to collect our work, other video works that we had, and I think we've always been reticent or a bit hesitant to put a price. And then usually when people kind of collectors kind of approach us, we kind of like, okay, we'll think about the price, but then we never get back to them. Which is, I admit it's quite weird for artists to not want to sell their work, but I think we were quite cautious about not commodifying it, and I think by putting a price on it, we felt like we were commodifying, and we didn't know how to do it. What was the best way to do it? Yeah, so.
But I have a copy now.
Yeah, so
it's mine.
Officially still.
Yes, but
on loan.
Yeah. I think after 7 or 8 years having this DVD in my hands, and I still pop into my personal DVD player and to experience it over and over again, and it still gives me that sense of excitement on how I experience it on the big screen. And I think it's important for this work to still be shown. And I'm glad that you girls are, agreeing to these.
I think what was nice is that you actually were the one that consistently supported the work. I mean, because showing it in 2 different locations, and then this is the 3rd time that you're choosing to show it. I mean, so it's nice to hear how much that meant to you, in a sense, what that piece meant to you. Having your work collected, and on top of that, having it collected by a fellow artist, I don't know, it gives it a certain different value and weight to the whole process as well. I mean,
like having an artist collecting your work, why does it? What's the difference between having an artist collecting your works and also like a collector?
Well, I don't think it, in a sense, like one is better than the other or anything. I think it's just different. I think we enjoy gathering different perspectives.
I think it's more. It's not necessary one's better than the other. So. Certainly, we do see that probably artists will have their own lens and the language on how they would describe and appreciate the work. That differs a bit from your collectors, as non-artist collectors.
Right.
But not to say that it's one better than the other.
Yeah.
I think it's just a different
language that they bring to it.
And I think for me as an artist that enjoy collecting other artists' works, because it's works that I don't make, right? I wouldn't have never thought of like, okay, looking for spaces and like recording escalators, just like how both of you did. It's not my lens, it's not how I look at things. And to also have this relationship over so many years, right? To me, it's also a reminder that, hey, I have this friendship and this is the evidence. The object became the evidence of my friendship with the artists that I have. And that's the reason why I actually collect, I do have a quite intensive collection, locally and also internationally. It's because I really enjoy art. I do like looking in my room, and it's salon style, and and I will curate my room, like every 3 months, and getting excited, having a new print, and I just collected their latest print. So I'm happy. So I have like 2 works now, even though the DVD is on loan, but it's still mine.
It's in your possession, yes.
Thank you.